Excuse me.
Wow.
40 inches off the wall.
Wow.
40 inches off the wall.
Wow.
This is, I think this is like 42 or 43.
Wow. Yeah, true. They compare it to the supercar.
Right out. Of course they do. Look at that. Wow, that's gorgeous.
It was unveiled last year. Right now, no, very limited.
Sure.
It was the one in 2004.
Fill out some information on that iPad. When you're done, get one of these guys' attention. Always place that iPad with a ticket for that iPad down with everything else like that. Right? So you have one phone. You have one job as well. Oh, really? Whoops, that's all right. they're not necessarily stars, but reliability or quality that usually when people are like drivers, they do. They really do. Actually, Buick's one of the cheaper cars for sure. Because the thing that they do by right now is they don't have a lot of not a bad looking car. No, not a bad looking car.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Buick display. My name is Michael, and I'm glad you're stopping by to check out our growing line of crossovers and sedans that are beautiful, luxurious, and quiet. In fact, when people think of Buick, that's the first thing that comes to their mind. It's those classically luxurious, comfortable, quiet sedans. For example, our redesigned 2017 Buick LaCrosse right there in the center of the display. But what's interesting is that in recent years, it's actually our crossover segment that makes up the majority of Buick sales. Over 50% of Buick sold are one of our crossovers that we currently offer. Now, this started when we unveiled the Enclave right here in 2007. That's our full-size sedan right here in red. Over here we see our midsize, the new Envision, that will be available this summer. That's a 5-passenger midsize crossover. But perhaps the most distinctive Buick
and use it via voice command. Sean will show you exactly what that'll look like for you on your smartphone right here on the screen. See, there we go. Voila, Lexus Inform app. Launch. Now, it is an iPhone there, but it will also work on Android, so it'll work across those two platforms.
Yes, indeed. And again, this is so you can stay connected through your phone. So why don't we dive into destination search just so you can see exactly how it's used and how we use the voice commands.
Destination search. What would I use that for?
Maybe to search for a destination.
I like your thinking.
Yes.
Good thinking, yes. Search for a destination. In fact, over 16 million points of interest you can search for in your Lexus vehicle, and that's growing every day.
Growing every single day, and again, because it's using information from the World Wide Web.
Yeah, ooh, the World Wide Web. So where do you want to go, Shauna? What destination would you like to search for?
Well, it's morning, I'm feeling a little tired, let's get some coffee.
That works for me, that's right, it's New York. I'm sure there's 7 trillion coffee shops within 3 blocks. So let's figure it out. Driving down our vehicle, there's a button on the steering wheel we're going to use. So what are we going to engage here?
Well, I'm going to press that push to talk button, and I'm going to roll up the window just to decrease the ambient noise from the convention center, and I'm going to say, coffee.
Glorious. Okay, so that push to talk button, it looks like a button of a profile of a face on the steering wheel. So if you're hopping in and out of the vehicles, you may see that button. That's what's going to engage the voice recognition system. It's going to ask her where she wants to go. She has said coffee. Now that wheel spinning means it's using the internet from your smartphone, okay? And it's going to populate a list based on your search criteria. Sorry for being a little out of focus, but it says coffee right there. All right, which one are we going to go to, Shauna?
See what the system comes up with. Ooh. So we have Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, Common Grounds. Do any of these look familiar to any of you? Well, besides Starbucks, of course, everybody knows that one.
You know what, let's try Common Grounds.
Common Grounds? Okay, let me go
It's got
back.
a good name. It's got a good name.
Common
there we go.
Grounds.
Let's give them a whirl. Now, she could have been more specific. She could have looked up that specific shop, said Common Grounds, or she could have even been more specific and said 525 West 42nd Street, Manhattan, New York, and it would have given her that point of interest. But now we have vital information on it.
Yes, we have the phone number so we can call because we've already linked our phone via Bluetooth. Make sure they have enough coffee, or just to check if they have tea, or we can hit the map button and it's going to map it straight through to our navigation for turn-by-turn directions.
Yeah, that's right, and you were able to do all of that without having to engage your smartphone. You were able to do that just via voice command right there with that button on your steering wheel in your Lexus vehicle. Now you can also use that push the talk button for a few other apps.
Indeed, you can. So let's go back to the app suite, and you can also use it for the music. Again, iHeartRadio, Slacker, Pandora.
iHeartRadio is great because you can listen to radio stations. In fact, any radio station that is owned by Clear Channel Communications. That's quite a few radio stations. but they're out of market. So for example, Shauna, you're originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, let's be honest. That's where, even though you do live here in New York, I'm originally from Miami, Florida. We could be driving here in New York City and listening to our hometown radio stations with iHeartRadio.
It's a very useful application. And Slacker, now that's a new app that's been added because as the app is growing, we're adding more and more every day. Slacker's the latest edition, and again, that's another on-demand streaming music service.
Yeah, that's right. And one thing I want to point out that Shauna mentioned, as the apps get added, you know, because apps are growing and growing, what happens? Well, you don't need to take the vehicle back into the dealership. The same way you would update your phone with an app that had an update, you would do the same thing on the Inform app, and you'd have all the new information there as well.
Very easy to use.
Yes.
Seamless indeed, because this is all to enhance your driving experience within your Lexus.
Absolutely. What about Pandora? I find that to be the most popular app for folks that like streaming music. This gentleman right here is nodding his head.
Yes.
Why don't we show him how we can create a radio station via voice command on the fly with Pandora?
Let's go ahead and
Yeah.
access Pandora. We actually already have one. We have Foo Fighters playing, but why don't we listen to, let's see, what are we feeling like? What about some Frank Sinatra?
Oh, I
One
like
good
Frank
old
Sinatra.
New York.
Thumbs up. Let's do it.
All right, let's do
What's
it.
great too is if you're already a Pandora user, if you can see we have 97 stations there. Once you link your account to your vehicle, all your favorite stations are going to be waiting for you, or you can create a radio station on the fly, which is what she's going to do now with her Frank Sinatra station. And just like we said, that little wheel is spinning. That means it's using the data from your smartphone. The faster your connection, the faster the search. First one that popped up is Frank, good old Blue Eyes. There we go. And just like that, radio station created.
Very easy indeed.
Yes.
Right? We also have nice little good technology on it, which is our low-speed precondition system. So our low-speed precondition system actually can sense a vehicle in front of you at low speed, and if it detects that you're getting too close to that vehicle, it can actually apply the brakes for you. So, like I said, I do have some hacks, and I wanted to ask you guys, I said that we had 2 brand new vehicles. Can anybody tell me what the name of one of those 2 brand new vehicles are? Go ahead, Mike. The IM. There you go, sir. Thank you very much. All right. So the IM is one brand new vehicle, and the other brand new vehicle was the IA. That's correct. The IA has a starting price at $16.45, which is a great starting price for a vehicle. This is our very first sedan as well. You get those great safety features. It has a touchscreen display, rear backup camera, and one other question I had for you guys, I haven't actually said it, but we have a parent company, Scion's parent company. Do you know what it is? Toyota. Toyota is our parent company. And actually, as it is, we are going to be reintegrating back into Toyota next year, and we are bringing along 3 of our vehicles, which is our IM, our IA, and not with us today, but it will be in our lineup still, is the FRS. And the FRS will be badged with the Toyota badge and called the 86. The IM will be an IM Corolla, and we'll have the Yaris IA. That's starting for the 2017 models. So just some fun little facts for you guys, and that'll all happen in August. Can anybody tell me, who are we reintegrating with? Toyota. There you go. That's all I have for the hats. I just want to thank you guys for coming. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to ask me or any of our other qualified product specialists. Like I said, we do have all of our little concept vehicles behind me. A nice little homage on that little screen back there. You guys have a good day. Thank you.
What you say?